Hey, what do you say? It is Dope, and we're back again with another dumbass video. Today we're rocking like docking with the boots and knocking. We got an unboxing. So, ain't nothing left but to do it to it. But, first, let's get to our only question. You ever, for you older people, you remember when you called the wrong number to somebody else's house and they pick up the phone and you're like, hey, is Johnny there? And they're like, wrong number, bro. And you're like, all right, I'm going to go kick rocks. Well, I don't know what you call it in today's world, but we got a question today, and I think it's a wrong number. I don't know what Smith 0042 means. I think he's got the wrong number. How long have you had your Burmese python? Smith 0042 asked. I don't have a damn Burmese python. I don't even have a snake. I don't know what you're talking about, Smith 0042. If I did have a snake, I would go buy a king cobra from the pet store, and I would find one of those Everglades pythons, and I would let them make love, and I would have a giant king cobra. It would be 25 foot long, and it'd be a king cobra, and as big around as my leg. It'd be a giant king cobra. So, I don't have a snake, but if I had a snake, that's what I would have. But we're way off topic, because today is comic book, Thursday. I don't know what today is, but it ain't comic book Wednesday. I don't know what day I'm going to let this go, but it's time to get back to comic talk, man. So, don't be asking me about Burmese pythons. All right. I got an unboxing. It's probably the greatest horror book in all of Bronze Nation. So, I'm usually not a bronze collector, but you got to have this comic book if you're a horror collector, I feel like. But first, man, here's what I'm reading. Ba-ping! I'm reading this right here. It's Final Crisis Aftermath Run. It is from 2009. I've only read part 1 right here. That's The Human Flame. I've got the whole series. I only read 1 a month. So this will last me 6 months. But it's issue 1's banging, man. It's probably the best thing I've read. Well, that and oh, hell. What's the other book I'm reading, y'all? I'm always talking about how great it is. There's another book I'm reading. Shit. But anyway, it's awesome. It's all you need to know is the shit is awesome. I'm reading 1 a month. It's good stuff. It's going to last me 6 months because there's 6 issues. And it's the Final Crisis Aftermath Run. It's what happened right after Final Crisis 2009. All you got to know is it's got the Polka Dot Man in it. All you got to know is it's got the Human Flame in it. And lots of stuff blowing up. Lots of C and D list villains getting killed left and right. Fun little story. And it's a good shit. So, that's what I'm reading right now. Amongst all kinds of horror books. Here's the reason we came. What could be in the box? What's in the box? Let's find out what's in the box. While I sit here and try to think of what my fucking title of that book is I like to read. But anyway, this is what's in the box. Well, easy breezy to open this box. Sometimes we have unboxings on here and they suck because it takes me forever and the book whoops my ass. But this book right here is a book that's been on my want list for about 3 or 4 years. And I never buy it because first it's bronze. And it's always, from 1 to 10, it's always about 7 to 10. It's never too high on my list. And every time I get the money to buy this book, there's some kind of pre-code horror that I'd rather have for the money. Because this is an expensive book. Especially for a bronze book. And do I think this book is worth the money? Yeah, it's worth the money. But there's so many other pre-code horror books I usually rather have than this book that I never get to buy this book. So, after seeing it year after year after year on my hot list, I'm like, damn, dude, just buy the book. I'm tired of seeing that stupid ass book on there. And there was 2 of these books that were on my hot list that I knocked off this year that I never would buy. I never would buy Daredevil #7, first red suit, because I thought it cost too much for what it was. And it was, and every time it was just going up. Every time I saw one, it was just getting higher and higher. And I've got 1 through 80, and I needed 7 to finish my run. And finally, I just bit the bullet, bought a #7. And this is another one. And this book here is worth it. But I always found shit I like better for the money. But I finally bit the bullet, and I knocked this off my hot list. This is from 1973 of July. It is Tomb of Dracula in a 5.0. First Blade appearance. And to me, I don't know. You got the Ninja Turtles that was in the Bronze Age. That's the biggest stuff. I love the Punisher 129. That was my favorite thing from the Bronze Age. But this is probably my second favorite thing from the Bronze Age. Even though I like Tomb of Dracula 1 better than 10. Of course, I would take 10 because it's worth a lot more money. And I can always get another Tomb of Dracula 1. But this is the first Blade throwing wooden daggers. Don't sound too smart, but it works for fighting vampires, I guess. But this one is a beautiful book. Marv Wolfman's story. What can I tell you about it? It's the first appearance of Blade, the damn Dragon Slayer. Blade, the Vampire Slayer. It is Tomb of Dracula #10. Blue Label 5.0. Get you some of that. Dracula, here comes a wooden dart stake. I don't know. But anyway, this is Tomb. And just like that, we're at 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Is this not the best 7 minutes on fucking YouTube? What can I tell you, man? Some good shit, brother. Anyway, we are out like Downy. Downy's a fragrance softener or a fabric softener or something. But anyway, didn't make no sense. If you like what you see, click the like button. If you don't like what you see, click the like button. Subscribe today. Get more ridiculous content like this every week. Can you imagine getting this every week? I mean, you don't even have to pay for this shit. It's just so good. Leave me a comment down below. But make sure it's not like Smith 0042 and ask me questions about snakes. But I did say, hey, leave a comment. Last video, I'm going to talk about anything, including microwaves. And we did have a good conversation about microwaves on one of our comments. So maybe Smith 0042 thought I like Burmese pythons, which I have nothing against them. Because I do like Conan, the Jason Aaron run. Issue 2, it's about ghost snakes. And I love that issue. It's my favorite issue of Conan. Ghost snakes. We tied it together. Comics and snakes. So, until the next time, I will see you again by the black sky.